Hello, and welcome to the SpeedGaming Live 2019 Mega Man X 100% Tournament Finals. I am Too Good, joined by my friend Mr. Cab and my friend Conster.
How you doing tonight?
We're doing great. We got some great races all over the place today, and we got another one coming up. So this will be between ROTFLandmines and poisoncurls, who are both great runners.
So who are you looking to win?
You're coming at me like I have that kind of knowledge.
I know poisoncurls has come through the winner's bracket to get here. Landmines has been, I don't want to say struggling. It doesn't sound like he's been fighting through the bonus bracket to reach this point. He's going to have to win a couple here. So Poison, it's going to be interesting to see, like, how does he handle this? Is he going to play with the house money? Because I believe he has to go down twice on this.
Yeah, and I think Poison has the better PB and better marathon time. So I believe he's the statistical favorite for this.
And now we're on our way.
Let's do this.
The intro stage, which has a lot of things to say about it. That's a good time for donation. Yeah, pretty standard. You gotta shoot some of these guys as you do with enemies, and the first thing you really have to look for is our racers are firing the charge shot and then mashing down these guys who I think look kind of like garbage cans. I don't know why. That's the first thing we gotta look for. And now
You got these bees. They hit you for 4 HP, so you can only, if you get hit by both of them, you're dead.
So yeah, we don't want double passive bees. It looks like Poison's okay. Looks like they're actually both okay at this point. Though Landmines has picked up some extra health, and we want to make sure we're down like Poison near that 3 hit point mark before we hit the end of the stage.
yep. So we saw them take damage on the bees, but hey, they want to take damage on the bees, so that it's kind of a win-win because we want to be on the other side of the bees.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. Landmine's picking up more health, although Poison's got a little more too.
Looks like they're going for task
I
cars.
was gonna say, are we gonna see task cars?
Oh!
Okay. Okay.
This is fine.
I'll take your guys' word for it.
So there's a stray shot there that almost knocked, I think it was Landmines, into the pit, which, you know, that's too low health if you fall in the pit. So this is good. This is good. Just get underneath that car. They do 2 hit points of damage, so don't get hit.
Yeah, we need health that's less than 3 but more than 0.
Unfortunately, it looks like Landmines had a bad ship.
Yep, he got a little longer for the vial spawn.
Come on, Vile, help us out.
Not a bad file.
And again, not a winnable boss fight, and that's why we needed to reduce our health to get hit by the green orb.
Yeah, it's scripted here to get down below, you know, to at most 3 hit points. So that Vile fires that stun shot. 0 comes in and saves the day. Says X, hey, you'll be stronger. It's cool. Let's go destroy some Mavericks.
That's right, and then they hop in the car and...
Right off into the sunset?
Yes.
Didn't they just blow up a bunch of cars?
Oh crap, I think one of those was mine.
Oh, no.
So it looks like they're about 5 seconds apart right now.
5 seconds? You know, that's good early on. A lot of Mega Man left to play here.
Going into Chill Penguin, of course, for the speed boots, because it's not a Mega Man X game without the ability to dash.
It's true.
We can't slide this one.
That's right. Mega Man X, he's got this new shiny outfit. He doesn't want to get down and dirty like classic Mega sliding on the ground.
Why did they remove the slide?
I just gave you the reason.
I guess. Anyway, they're doing pretty good so far. There's some precise movement through this section. You can see them both kind of getting these slope jumps. Mega Man actually jumps a little faster, a little higher when you jump walking downhill for some reason.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
So you use that to your advantage in this first section because it's the only way to go faster without the boots.
And here we go. We're seeing Dr. Light, and he's going to bestow upon our hero power-ups throughout the game. We're going to be seeing 5 total pods.
It's true.
Only 5?
Only 5.
I thought it was 4.
There's a hidden one. You wouldn't know about it. There's a hidden one in Armadillo stage. We'll talk about it later.
Dude, spoilers.
Okay, so now we're using these mechs to get up to the safe, fast, high ground, high route here. Dashing and jumping at the end of their dash to keep the dash speed for as long as possible.
I do want to point out, Landmines did collect a 1-up. As long as we're talking about spoiler capsules, having extra lives is important for that. So it's good to know he has that extra one in his back pocket just in case something happens.
That's right. Lives are important, and they will come into play. We got it exactly at the same time dash on both sides. We do not want to see dashes. Those make our Pinguino friend invincible, and we want our Pinguino friend dead.
Landmines feels like he took an extra hit there. The penguin does hit like a truck.
Oh yeah.
And
It's a common theme with Mega Man bosses that hitting their bodies will typically do more damage than the weapons and projectiles they fire.
Beam out at 507 for
so
poison.
in this one, you want to stay as close to the center as possible because you would have to walk.
Yeah, Mega Man has to be at the center, or he will walk to the center of the screen to transition, a la Mega Man 3 and 4.
About a 6 or 7 second difference going just by the teleport between poison and landmines.
And now we have a route divergence.
Already, oh, that's right. So
going to Quanger third, Quanger second, we're going to probably see the iceless jump. This is 100% category, so we better see it, or this is going to be a much longer run than we want it to be. Bird second is, well, we're going to see Eagle third on poison side probably anyway. It's the next best thing to do. So let's follow along on poison side for a little while. So he goes up this elevator here where if Mega Man's kind of standing just a little bit away from these spikes, you can just press jump again in a jump, and Mega Man will try to wall kick, but for some reason here it doesn't do any damage.
yeah, that was explained to me earlier. If you're not actually touching the wall, because, you know, there's the grace pixels for when you're wall jumping in this game, that you can actually jump off the wall without touching it from a little farther away, and if you attempt to do that on that spike wall, it will give you iframes without actually damaging you. And that's really interesting. I just learned that. Let's see how Poison does the iceless.
Second try.
Wow. Wow. Second try is incredible. That's a very tricky trick.
Yeah, you have to like jump from like, what is it, 7 pixels away from the wall, whatever the max value is. It is not a trivial trick, and it is what allows you to go to Boomer Quanger second, and that allows you to have boomerangs later on, which helps a little bit with Flame Mammoth stage and just doing it a little bit faster. A pair of Maverick fights coming up here. You get a Quanger dance.
Anybody want a tango?
Mega Man X does.
I thought Take Me Out to the Ball Game was a waltz, honestly. But yes, you let Boomer Quanger kind of dash up to you. You jump out of his attempt to grab you and throw you into the ceiling.
Great
and
fight.
He just keeps trying to do it. So yes, that's it's a great way to get him into basically an infinite.
We got our first, I guess it's not our first RNG boss, because of Penguin. So we got another RNG boss. We do not want to see our bewinged friend diving like this, and he's doing a whole heck of a lot of them for landmines.
I think we're still allowed to say birds are jerks for speedruns.
Yep. I believe that term is not dead.
So there you go.
Oh, as applicable as ever.
Lots of dives from Storm Eagleed.
This game really has a bunch of sweet jams. So we got a trick coming up on poisoncurls' screen.
Oh my, that's right.
He is doing something that's called the Aladdin. I'm just kidding. It's the magic carpet.
Does he get it?
It looks good. Oh, there
We
he
fly!
goes.
Nice.
We're flying on the magic carpet.
Conster, how does this work?
Basically, you're loading another item into the pool while collecting another item. I believe it's frame perfect.
I think it is frame perfect. You kind of...
That was perfect. That was perfect, too. This
Perfect.
is exactly where he wants to be. He successfully reboarded the magic carpet. He took the princess on a magic carpet ride.
He did not despawn the E-Tank either.
Yeah.
That's right. Apparently that's a thing. I learned that right now.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm told it is a thing. Landmines did get the jump up to get the Buster upgrade in Flame Mammoth stage, which we'll see poisoncurls do in his next stage. That jump is just one that is easily failed into catastrophe for a run like this, so glad to see he got it.
That's right. That's very scary. Just the idea that you could mess that up, because it really, really messes with you. And will waste a lot of time if you don't succeed.
So let's count some dives on Poison's side. Hopefully there's not many. Not that we've mentioned it yet, we are going to see a lot of dash lemons. I think it's the first lemon you fire out of a dash does 2 hit points of damage instead of 1.
Yep, that's right.
So it's a lot faster than standing around building up the yellow charge to fire the big blue buster shot, which also does 2 points of damage.
That's right.
To
the blue buster does 3. The green buster half charge is the one that does 2.
To enemies, yes. To every Maverick except Chill Penguin and Boomer Quanger, you need to get the full charge to get that second point of damage out.
Okay. Today I learned again.
We're always improving.
Yeah, the dash lemon, as people call it, is a really effective attack in the Mega Man X games because it doesn't require waiting around to charge. You can just go for it.
Yeah. Landmines missed that. I guess he missed the dash input because he fired too soon. Flame Mammoth only took the 1 point from the first shot. We know this because he had that 1 hit point left over near the end. So I think now they will do the one Maverick that the other one has already done. And then after 4, we will be able to kind of re-see where we are.
Whew. There we go.
Ooh. That was scary.
Yeah, if you fall down there, you have to re-enter this stage, which costs like over a minute, which is like
only if you break the bottom 2 blocks.
Yeah,
that's right. So if you fall after those are broken, then
you just can't climb up there without basically resetting the entire stage.
Yeah.
That is, of course, the Buster upgrade, getting it before later in the game. A lot of people didn't know that was there when they were growing up. Lets you charge special weapons. So let's see.
Does he get the Phantom? No. Too far out.
I talked to the runner before this, and I think he said he wasn't even actually going for it because it's just that risky.
Dragging that E-Tank all the way over there, it's like the same thing as the magic carpet, trying to phantom grab it so you get the E-Tank the same time the heart tank appears on the screen. Allows you to get the game to think that that heart tank should be loaded directly on top of the boomerang where the E-Tank was, the sub-tank. Not getting it there, not a huge deal. You still have the boomerangs. You're able to quickly grab it through the floor anyway. So Poison's going to be in this Maverick door to fight the Mammoth long before Landmines gets up to Quanger. Hopefully Landmines can keep it moving.
Did that get picked up?
Poison, we said, did Iceless. That was, I guess, Iceful. I think the intended way to get that is to actually bring the Boomer Quanger boomerangs back and just revisit the whole stage.
All right, and we got landmines on the Boomer Quanger fight, which will still be a Buster-only fight. Let's see how well he can tango.
Quanger's actual weakness comes from Launch Octopus. No, Buster's actually still pretty good anyway. Again, he does take 2 points of damage from the half charge, which makes this tango that much faster. Landmines actually doesn't have a lot of health back. I'm not sure he can get thrown into the ceiling, but he should be fine.
He had a fairly long tango.
Long, fast dances, I guess, are the way to go. I don't know about these long, slow dances I keep hearing about.
So poisoncurls is in Spark Mandrill stage now.
And we are coming on what is preferably known as Zam's Hallway.
Shouts to Zam.
Zam is one of the many great tasters of this game.
It looks like our routes have fully converged here. Sometimes you can decide to do Sting Chameleon 5th, but we're going to stick with Spark Mandrill.
All right, and now both runners will be playing the same Robot Masters in the same order now, I believe. So it will be easy to tell at home who will be in the lead at any moment.
Poison with, I don't want to say sizable, but it is significant lead on landmines at this point. Last hallway here for Poison. One day I'll memorize where all those dragonflies come from. Are you a fan of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
It's pretty good.
I heard it's a pretty rough game.
I heard Spark Mangel's a pretty big fan.
He opened up with the dash punch, too. Unfortunately, Spark Mandrill is susceptible to being stun-locked here.
I guess it's a little cold up there.
Got frozen in place. You can actually land some extra hits on Spark Mandrill just before he breaks out of his ice prison without refreezing him. Speeds up the fight just a little bit. It's a little riskier because he actually gets to move just a little bit. Not a problem for Poison. Landmine's going to take this fight while Poison starts riding the minecart.
Get used to seeing the Armadillo stage because if you've been following along, you know that we have to go to this stage many times.
No, he didn't get the trick.
There is another item grab of sorts there, but they will have another chance. Don't worry about that sub-tank that's over there. We didn't forget about it yet. Lots of drops there. Nice drop. Get hit by the arms of the digger. That is an instant kill.
Yeah, that was really smooth. And pretty dangerous to go for, I would say.
The top runners all go for it. It just still scares me every time I see it. Go ahead.
So what Poison is doing up here, just jumping up and down, is not random. He's doing it to despawn the birds to prevent lag.
They are super laggy birds. They only spawn if you are actually riding the minecart. Armadillo has been very nice to poisoncurls here.
He was a bro.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if he rolls after he loses his shield. You can hit him. Good hard tank grab for landmines. This is the 100% category, so we are going to need it. Concert, how hard is it to stay on this cart just jumping up and down?
It's not too hard, but there's a chance you can clip through it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know you could clip through it. I knew it's tricky to stay on. But
Yeah, I think if you're going down and you jump on it, there's a chance you can clip through.
oh, man. Not too bad luck for landmines, but, I mean, Poison had almost no rolls. Landmines had one, like, extra bounce around the room. Poison in Launch Octopus's stage. That was a submarine. It was a yellow submarine at that.
Making quick work using Rolling Shield, which you don't want to use too much of because it is the boss's weakness here. In Mega Man X, a lot of the sub-bosses have the same weakness as the level boss, the Maverick, which has to lead to some creativity because you can't just use it all on the mini-bosses. So you got to figure out secondary weaknesses or dash lemon them. Poison Curl jumping off screen there to mitigate lag that was caused by the giant eel monster there.
Is it the Ouroboros?
I believe so.
I didn't know its name for a long time either until I started watching these commentaries.
And you saw Poison Curls kill another Ouroboros while he was off screen by using a charged Storm Eagle.
Yep, just defeat it before it even gets out of the ground. Classic case of too many things on the screen in a Mega Man game cause lag. It's funny how that keeps happening.
Now we have another bit of RNG in our
Get out of there,
boss.
landmines.
The Launch Octopus, he can do a super spin move that and slash grapple that leaves him invulnerable. And as you all know, we really don't want our bosses invulnerable. We want them dead.
Did you know you can use Fire Wave to get out of it if you jump in?
I did not.
That's what, like 1-year-old, 2-year-old tech? Like it's relatively recent in the grand scheme of Mega Man X speedrunning.
Oh, wow.
But if there's a chance you can actually underflow him and he'll just suck you dry.
Yeah, the flame weapon there is useful for just because it's every input. You know, as you mash to escape, the the fire wave, just counts as like an input almost every frame, and it can break you out very fast.
Correct.
Interesting. So now we have an enemy that's been dubbed the Green Biker Dad. Is that right?
This is a green biker dad. Landmines actually did use a fire wave there to escape the grapple.
Oh, wow. I looked away.
So, you know. Poison curls here. It's a very specific number of boomerangs you want to use because, again, boomerangs are the boss's weakness. It happens to also be the mid-boss's weakness. No ledge grab for poison curl, so he will be forced to reset the entire run. And we're allowing him to continue? Okay.
So now the power-up that Poison Curls just picked up is the armor, which reduces damage by, is it a full 50%?
I believe so.
I think it is.
That's a pretty hefty power-up. Now we see the waterfall Boomer Coinger grab, which was beautifully done. And now we see going through the rock hallway. And Landmines, this is pretty close. Landmines is onto the Green Biker Dead now. And he'll be doing the same strategy.
Landmines has pretty much been holding serve here. He hasn't really lost any time outside of the route choice, which is really good. You know, you want to see this. So
absolutely.
Poison's going to have to keep it up. He's not being given any breathing room.
Dealing with these mecha guys on the screen.
There's your ledge
perfectly.
grab.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Landmines with the moral victory in this stage.
All right.
Anybody else hate Sting Chameleon as a kid?
I never played this game as a kid. I played it for the first time just about when I joined the tournament for it, really. I played Nate Maverick Race with some friends, but I just didn't have this one. Woe is me.
We're playing the game now.
Right.
Sting Chameleon.
And I hate Sting Chameleon now, Cab.
Yeah.
That looks like a 22-22 8-mass for Poison.
22-22.
I'm led to believe that's a great time because Poison Girls achieved it.
That's
and
all
I
we
did
know.
not see any mistakes.
So, Cap, what's your opinion on mech strats?
On which one? Oh, mech strats?
Yeah.
Mech strats are, I like them. I know they're slightly slower just because of like a little bit of lag, which I think is primarily generated by the counter mechs you kind of run into. But certainly if you're not fast enough without the mech, just get in the mech. Like we're talking about maybe a second or two of lag as opposed to, you know, losing more time from not doing it. Sting Chameleon here, we haven't talked about this fight at all because honestly, you're seeing all there is to see about it. Just fire a boomerang the other way and Sting Chameleon will conveniently jump right into it for you.
Shoot left, shoot right.
Shoot left, shoot right. Shoot left, shoot right.
On the topic of Sting Chameleon, he has an incredibly overpowered charge attack, which you saw Poison Curls abusing for the first part of that stage.
It looked like a 23-25, I believe, for landmines.
And if you use the charge attack for Sting Chameleon, you get the Rainbow Shield that just lets you run through, like completely invincible, run through anything. And we're going to see a good amount of that for the rest of the run, including right now. Or no, actually,
Does he get
I'm
it?
sorry. Where he's going for
No
the
drop.
The
okay.
grab.
Yep, he was going for another phantom grab there. And that one's tricky. It's RNG based. You have to kill one of the bats, and the bat has to drop an item. And you have to be in the right pixel when you grab it. It's
Frame perfect and
yeah.
pixel perfect.
So yeah, and it's RNG dependent. So you don't lose any time for going for it though. So
Free to try.
that's right. So he used the rainbow shield to go through that armadillo roller. And again, another smooth, clean fall. Very dangerous because the armadillo rollers will kill you in one hit if you touch their roller.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't
Oh,
know.
was he
I
higher?
don't think so.
I don't think.
I don't think that was a visit.
Okay, okay.
So
So
you
that's
need to
smart.
see, I believe it's the back pixel of that ledge, or maybe like one or two above it.
Correct.
And that counts as a visit. To trigger our Hadoken capsule, which is the last item we need to get 100% of the items in this game, you first need to have 100% of all the items. You need to have full health. But before you even get there with all that stuff, you need to have seen that pixel, I think, 4 times?
5 times in total.
The 5th time
Yep.
it appears?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, the first time you see it is the first actual normal playthrough of the stage. It's conveniently right there, so you just go and say hello.
And Poison is doing some really good visits where he is not touching the wall or touching the ground.
Yep. So the faster you can kind of see that pixel and fall in the pit to get back to the midway point, just do it again. You don't actually have to die. You can actually exit the stage, do whatever you want. It's just that this is the fastest way to do it. And that's why it's also, important that our runners, grab an extra life somewhere along the way.
Yep. And there's one conveniently on the way in Sting Chameleon stage. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, Sting
Yep.
Chameleon stage.
Just sitting right there on the ground. Like a lot of other Mega Man games with intentional deaths, you do pay a little bit of attention to, do you find a random one-up along the way from something?
Yep. I think I just heard a random one up.
Oh, that was
that what that was?
The Poison Curls just filled up a sub-tank.
Oh. Wait. Oh, there's a special sign for that. I forgot
Yep.
about that. It's been a while.
Having sub-tanks is actually... It's much more important than you might initially think, just because you do have to have full health to use
So it
the
looks like
Hadoken.
we had a 26-34 Hado for Poison.
26-34.
All right, onto the Sigma stages on Poison Curls screen. He's charging his buster during this cutscene. I believe he's going to switch to Sting Chameleon in order to use the Rainbow Shield
Yeah.
to get through here. This section, you don't mind taking damage because you need to be at least 6 hearts or less. And again, more than 0.
Yeah. Something in that. Is it 6?
6
yeah.
6 health.
And right here, Poison Curls is lowering his invincibility frames by holding right there, which for some reason doing a little tiny slide off the screen, a wall slide, it reduces iframes, I guess. So
Conster, walk us through what's happening here.
please.
We're mashing 2 cutscenes in together by not hitting the floor. And it looks like it was a 26-35 for landmines.
And again, with a Vile rematch here, that's why you wanted your health to be low, because he hits you with the same attack, and but you've grown as a character, and you might just overcome him this time with a little help from your friend.
Oh!
I don't know, landmines.
Went for the leap of faith. Didn't quite get it.
I guess he didn't have enough faith.
Let's
Those
see.
platforms are actually really tricky to do dash jumps off of. And meanwhile,
They can actually eat your inputs.
Yeah.
Poison get the Hado on Vile.
Mm-hmm. Hadoken does 32 points of damage, which conveniently is the number of hit points a boss has.
It can kill every boss except one.
Mm-hmm.
Not because the boss is more than 30 health, it's because the boss is just immune to the Hadouken attack.
Mm-hmm.
Only in this version.
Landmines climbed the ladder a little too high. We get to see this cutscene
Ow.
here. It's a little bit of time lost there.
So we want to see a Hadouken on every applicable boss, and there's one down with the poisoncurls.
It's why we spent all of that time in Armored Armadillo stage. Might as well use it.
Okay, so on poisoncurl screen, we're seeing the boss, the mama spider, as I call it.
Bow spider.
Bow spider, I believe that's what it's called.
So you'll see these green rungs appear, and it'll take the first one it sees go left or right.
Yep, and the runners have to be able to quickly identify where the spider's going to be, because if that spider lands on your head, you're not going to have full health, and if you don't have full health, you're not shooting blue fire hands.
The best part of the Hadouken capsule is that Dr. Light is wearing the Ryu outfit. Let's be honest for a second.
Yeah, Dr. Light's into cosplay.
Very nice Hadouken from Landmines on Vile. Just have to turn left and make sure you fire it off at the right time. Always easy. Easy every time.
And again, we're seeing Rainbow Shield abuse here. It's
Can we get Bible thumps in the chat for 0?
Bible thumps for 0.
It's all right. He dies in every game. He's used to it.
Another quick Hadouken on Penguin, but unfortunately poisoncurl took some damage, so he's probably going to have to, if he doesn't get a health drop, he's going to have to use an energy tank.
Yeah, he's got, that looks like it's only 1 point of health, and he does have his 4th sub-tank. Has almost nothing in it, so he won't feel too bad.
Oh, good. That's,
but hopefully
that's convenient.
Hopefully we'll get a drop.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is getting dicier now.
Rainbow Shield iframes wore off at the exact wrong moment there, really.
He got some back. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, that happens.
All right, so we'll see.
At least it's only 1 now, so that will definitely work.
Mr. Cap keeping track of everything. That 4th reserve tank really only had 1 health in it, and so now he's able to use a Hadouken on...
we got the sneak peek when he got the Hadouken in the first place. It's the only reason I knew.
This man's on top of things.
That was quite a pattern from Landmines for the spider.
Now, Landmines having a little more back and forth there.
Okay, we're on to one of my favorite boss names on poisoncurl screen. It's just so much fun. You guys can say it at home. This is Rangda Bangda.
And surprisingly, it's full of RNG, right in the name.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. So what we're looking for are blue eyes. That's a green eye. That's literally not what we want. And then we saw another one, which is horrible. That's really bad RNG for poisoncurls. The only way to get a Hadouken off on... The only real...
Oh! Tell me he has an extra life.
He has an...
No!
That's why you got to look out for that life total, because you use all of them when you're getting the Hadouken. That spike can be awful, and Landmines now is in the lead.
And can he hold it?
Wow, that's what a development. That's very unfortunate for poisoncurls.
Well, Landmines with a window here. Now has to race through this stage and hold on to it. Poison not able to get the first Hadouken off on the second go at Chill Penguin. Recovers nicely.
So now we just got to see how Landmines Rangda Bangda it goes, what the RNG is, and
yeah, the worst thing about Ranga is if you destroy the nose, the walls never reopen. So you're kind of stuck with that highly threatening kind of spikes in the middle area. And that's kind of what did it in poisoncurls there. It happens to everybody a few times. And this is just one of the worst possible times for that to happen.
Even with the death, he's not too far back.
we got a blue eye on Landmines, and we got a red eye that doesn't want to come down and play and get Hadoukened. But hey, he got it in the first cycle with the proper weakness, Sting Chameleon. What's the name of that attack?
I don't even... Chameleon Sting?
Chameleon Sting, yeah.
Yes.
So.
Ooh.
Can't get it.
There we go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, poisoncurls has worked his way all the way back.
Yeah, he's already back with the rematch with the Rangda Bangda. I'm just going to keep saying it every opportunity I get. We got a green eye, which is the worst possible thing. Blue eye, which is the best possible thing. And then we got the nose, which hopefully we'll be able to get taken down in one cycle still. Oh, it did not. So he loses a little time from the walls having to close back and forth and fight the eye. And the nose is done.
Oh, Landmines is going to fight Armadillo. Oh.
That's unfortunate. Can one of you guys explain the skip there?
So basically, use the ice sled to push you through the door because Armadillo comes in from the top. Since the screen never scrolls upwards, he never shows up.
That's right. So you got to get up there without scrolling the screen all the way up, and then you have to push yourself into the door using the full charged ice sled. And I'll push you in. Oh, that skip
Just
is going
like
to
that.
It's going to close the gap majorly.
Yes.
And then so the boss never spawns, and so the boss room's like, hey, the boss isn't here. You must have killed it. You go on in, buddy. Oh, now we're going to see if our players can get the...
Ooh, very nice.
Air Hado, that's really, really impressive. Let's see if we get 2 for 2.
So basically, for Air Hado, you place a sled in the wall, do the inputs for Hadoken while the screen's fading back in. You push the shoot button.
And you have to hope you don't have one of those annoying little spikes from the ceiling bop you on the head like
Yeah.
poison. He's going through his sub-tanks here to try and use another
Oh.
and Sting Chameleon is just that
Wow.
kind of boss.
Okay, well, he got the Hado on Chameleon. That's
That was a great recovery.
yeah,
And just
well done.
a little bit of luck, too, with Sting Chameleon staying low. Meanwhile, Landmines has taken out our good friend Spark Mandrill.
poisoncurls filling his health there, so that he is eligible to Hadoken Spark Mandrill.
I do like the little...
Oh, not even freezing him first. There's a safety strat where you can freeze him and then do a Hadoken, but poisoncurls just went for it and just barely.
There's a large health between every boss. He's going to need to pick it up, but Landmines going to his final Maverick refight.
Which is going to be our friend Mammoth. Well, Flame Mammoth.
Flame Mammoth.
Okay, good Hado on the Octopus. Good Hado on the Pachyderm.
Both runners making sure on the Octopus they shoot that first missile. Doesn't matter if you shoot it with a Hadoken, you just need to be ready to fire the second one. Hadoken will win versus missile.
On to this little boss.
D-Rex.
D-Rex.
Another air.
Oh, going for it. Oh, I thought
Okay.
that's what he was going for.
He shot it into iframes.
Huh.
Very
there
nice.
we go. That was a really good execution on that Hadoken.
Did you know Air Hado is actually slower but cooler?
Yeah. The it's not the Dom Doken, it's the Brick Bar.
Brick one bar Doken.
There's lots of Dokens.
All right, poisoncurls on D-Rex. Very close to landmines.
There it is.
God, that's the Dom Doken, the fastest possible way to destroy the D-Rex. And poisoncurls pulls it off without a problem. Both players going into the Sigma climb.
This end passageway with a few enemies just so you can fill up your sub-tanks in the stage. But we got 3 more bosses.
This is Landmine's match to lose. He's in the head. In the head. He is ahead.
So hope he doesn't get too much in his head.
That's right. Yeah, it should be smooth sailing. Let's see if he gets the Jedi Hadoken. There we go.
Sigma thought he was somebody.
Now he's just onto Wolf Sigma and poisoncurls. Let's see how his 2 Hados go. 1 down.
16 rolling shields to go.
Change weapons to the music. That's what Landmines is doing, even if you can't hear it right now. 16 hits. Hadoken is not going to apply here, but Final Sigma here is still really strong, even with the armor and the full complement of 32 hit points. Don't take him too lightly.
Time's coming up on the last hit.
Yep. 2 more.
Time.
And that's a
Very
38-39.
Congratulations to Landmines. We now have to go to the grand finals in this double elimination bracket.
Yep.
So Poison Curls still has a chance to take the first place prize for this tournament.
Landmines resetting the bracket here. Very nice run. Just a little
And that's a
unfortunate for Poison Curls.
38-05.
39.05. Yeah, Landmines had a 38-38. So you get just under half a minute between the two, even after all of that. So that's a great race. We'll give them a minute or two to breathe after that race.
Yeah, and then I believe we're probably going right into grand finals.
I would assume we're going right into it. Yeah, really, we were saying it early on in the race. You get that extra life. You got to keep track of where your lives are in these games, especially when you have to spend a lot of lives doing something. And in every game where that becomes a factor, you just have to kind of look out for that game over in a really bad spot. And it just kind of bit Poison here. So I guess we'll be right back.
Are we taking a break?
Are we?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Are our runners good?
All right, yeah, we'll be right back with the grand finals.
Our mics.
Sorry.